Hello.
Hello. It's a bit brightly out here. We're both squinty.
Yes, that's because we're cave dwellers.
What?
Cave dwellers.
That's not what you said.
Isn't it?
No.
What did I say?
Crave dwellers.
Yeah, maybe so.
So we're crave dwellers. Cool.
Yes.
Welcome to the video, guys.
Yes, and hello to all our new subscribers. We've had a few more people sign up.
I know.
Thank you very much.
You're all mad as a box of frogs and we really appreciate it.
Ribbit. And obviously, hello to everybody else.
Absolutely. What we got? It's much harder work than we anticipated.
Yes, it is.
It's a lot wetter than we anticipated, which means you've got to be a lot more careful, so it's going to take longer.
Yeah, unfortunately. We based our assumptions, and it's always bad to assume,
Yep.
on the other side of the cave that we did previously, and that was damp, but nothing like this side is.
No. So you have to be careful because the machinery is very aggressive in the wet terrain. You don't want it to all start crumbling, etc, etc, but you'll see it in the video.
Yes.
So guys, please enjoy that video. If you do, hit the thumbs up.
Yes.
Consider subscribing below if you haven't already, but the people who have, we really appreciate you.
Yes, we do.
Comments always welcome.
Oh, yes.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Oh, yes.
Bye for now.
Toodly bye.
Right, so I made a start. Got all this lot. It's amazing how far it sort of like expands when you take it off the walls. Now, as you saw in the video earlier, we found some what looked like wooden poles or something, and the match over this side. So maybe this is a different stage. Maybe sometime in the past this was a lot lower down, this cave, roof-wise. Maybe as some form of animal shelter, because that did happen. Or something else, we don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I don't think anything else will really show itself, but you never know. Yesterday we theorised that these could have been holes for posts or something, and then we thought about it a little bit more and thought possibly it could be for the canes that we used for shaping the ceiling when they did it. Kanya, it's known as here. Right, so some more evidence here. Found it and I thought, ooh, maybe it was poles. Took a little bit more digging, removing some more stuff, and there we go. Evidence of canes. Rotten canes, what's left of the canes, but canes nonetheless. So, possibly, our second thought was correct. I don't expect to find any more anywhere because all the rest of the wall's been done. And we was hoping that this side would have the same finish as this side. Unfortunately it doesn't. So I get this little lot cleared up and keep on going. Today's a struggly day. I haven't got as much done as I did yesterday. This is all wet through, so I've had to take extra care. With it being wet, I don't want to dislodge any of these stones for this arch. Found some wood there. I'm guessing that's from when they were staking it or something, I don't know. Got all this lot. There's a loosish stone there. Obviously I don't want to disturb that too much. And as I said earlier, it's a shame this wall wasn't the same as that wall. Hopefully this afternoon I'll get a bit more done. Yeah, I got Lillian to contact the guy for the skip because he's nearly full. Don't know if the camera will pick that up, but it is. It's nearly full. I'll get about another 2 barrow loads in it, and then I'll have to shut the doors and then just pick the barrow up and put them in, or we'll just get the buckets and fill them and drop them in over. So hopefully Skip will be here late this afternoon or tomorrow morning. I don't really want to break more stuff and just leave it in a big pile on the floor because it'll be in the way. So, right, Evelyn's about to finish work, so I'll go and get myself washed up and get her something to eat, and then see what this afternoon brings.
So looking around at all the bits and pieces Chris has done today, he's been a busy boy, and obviously we're doing work now, but I'm just watching everything, looking at it, inspecting it. There you go. So, there's the beginning of this arch here on the left. I just went, oh, what's that? It's wood. It's round of wood. And if I spin 180
Got a friend there.
to the other one, he's got a friend just there. Exactly the same height. As if... I'm sure it's exactly the same height, is it?
By eye, without getting a tape measure, yeah.
Yeah. As if there was a door. Or a... Well, there was a something. There was a wooden something.
Yeah.
Part of a corral, part of a divider. Don't know. Bit odd to have wood on that side.
Well, I did ponder it as something to do with animals.
Yeah. Caves were more started off being used more for animals. Here. It was because apparently this was on the trade route from south of Spain heading north, and they would stop at various places as they were trading up. So you've got animals to put into shelter and people to go into the back for nights, and that's how they started building the caves here. I've been reading a book, don't you know, on the history of Albania.
In comparison, look, that was done yesterday.
Yes,
It's already bone dry.
yes. You can tell by the colour it's light and bright.
That bit at the bottom was bone dry yesterday when I took that off, but all this wasn't. All this was damp, no, dark damp,
Yes,
but not as dark damp as that.
yeah.
That's been, I don't know what time it is now, but that's been off about 3 hours,
Okay,
maybe a little bit more.
yeah.
That's how much wet's there. And this section of wall up here was off by, what, 10 a.m. this morning.
Yes, it's deceiving in the light here, but this is it's still wetter, redder than that bit that's been off 3 days now. You can't tell in this light, but I can tell visually. This is a much lighter colour than this.
Yeah. I'm steaming up.
So I've been off in search of tools, back to the old days, and got back to Chris has got it done to this stage, and he's decided that maybe that's the betting numbers. Lottery numbers, anybody? Okay, let's see what we can take off.
Wet. Absolutely wet. It's going to be a bigger hole.
Oh dear.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking at my lintel again, this one.
Yeah,
This is crumbling away. What's going to hold that up if this goes?
it'll be fine.
Okay.
This is wet, so it's not doing anything. Lillian's having a go now. Just had a practice run. And that finish that we thought was awesome, turns out it's not the original finish.
No. This finish, this
It's
beige stuff is
you don't
dry,
know. Yeah,
but this
it's soaking.
sopping wet. It's like a wet putty
Yeah.
sticking to my machine. Look, ridiculous.
Oh yes.
So,
I think it's a stone wall.
take the tiles off. Like here, there was tiles, tile adhesive. Then there was plaster. Well, sorry, there was pink paint again. Then this, which is kind of gooey. Then there's this dark, grayer grey. That's dry. But then this stuff behind, that's about an inch thick, maybe, is wet. It's like it's like Play-Doh. It's like what you would give kids to play with.
And then we've got the clay
And then there's this
stuff.
This is the red clay.
We're calling it clay. We don't know what the real name for it is.
No. But this looks like it's been built up. There's a shelfy type rock there. There's the clay stuff there.
Well, that could be the angle that I went at actually.
Yeah, I know, it's a bit difficult to tell with that machine because it's quite aggressive.
Let me try and go a bit of a different angle. It's like rocks as opposed to natural.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll clear it off better and then we'll be able to make a better decision.
A more informed decision. Right, well that's it. End of day 4. We could potentially maybe get 2 more barrows worth of rubbish and skip.
Yeah, but he also said don't pile it up too high because
Yes.
I've got a high machine and it tips a long way.
We were asked when we filled it to keep it relatively level because when he actually empties it, it goes really high on the back of his machine. It's being collected tomorrow. So at this point, enough already, calling it. You've done ever so well today.
It's been really, really hard going today because it's so wet and it's so just slidey that you can't use the tool to get it off, and when you do get behind it, it just comes off in little bits. You can see here, look, it's actually polished it, and it's still wet. It's just really wet and it's just polished.
Yeah.
So it's taking a lot longer.
But it is still almost, it's putty.
Yeah.
You could, it's malleable.
That's it. So anyway, it'll dry out a bit more tomorrow now I've uncovered it and I'll be able to take a bit more off.
Yes.
You're wanting me to leave that tomorrow, aren't you? And Carol go over
Yes,
there.
I can do this with this. I've got a small SDS drill.
Yeah.
I should be able to take that off and get in there.
So I'm heading that way tomorrow.
You're heading that way tomorrow, yes. Yeah.
Yes. Right. Beer. Quick beer. For me. Vermouth for you. Then a shower. And then
Food.
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 And then...
Food. I need some more food.
Okay. You've already had 3 lots of food. How many more bits of food do you want?
I want lots of
Chocolate.
food. No, I can't have chocolate.
Well, I can.
I know you can. I can't have chocolate.
Trifle. Oh, I'd love a trifle.
They don't sell them in the shops. Can't go and buy you one.
Don't like them shop-bought made ones. They're disgusting. Proper ones. Handmade ones.
Handmade. So, they're what? They're disgusting again.
Yes, they're absolutely disgusting.
Okay. So you did hear that right. That was how it was said. No, not the shop bought ones.
Nope, homemade ones. No shop-bought ones.
Considering it's your favourite pudding, dessert, cake,
Food stuff.
food group,
Meat and trifle.
Do you know how to make one?
Do I know how
Have
to
you ever
make a
made a
trifle?
trifle?
Yes. I've lived on my own for many times.
Well, we've lived together how many years? Lots.
Yes.
And you've never made a trifle?
No. Because you've always made them for me. Why have a dog and bark yourself?
Oh! Go get your own beer.
Okay, well, that's it. Been exchanged. Guys just dropped it off. Dog's having a good sniff. Looks like it must have had a load of sand or something stored in it before. Oh, there you go. I'm sure I'll hide all that lot. Right. Well, I think it's nearly time for Lillian finished work. That's how late it is. So there's no point in me making a start right now. I shall wait for the boss to get back. Get her some nice, something nice to eat. And then we'll get on this afternoon. Try and make some time up.
Right, start again, my darling.
Over the past few weeks, not very long, but over a few weeks, I've been building up a supply of charcoal that are bigger pieces and more usable.
From the bags that I buy. So I buy regular bags of charcoal and you've been saving the big chunks.
Yes. So, I would just like to brag, I've got some nice big pieces of charcoal
Oh my word.
in a box. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, this is the normal size charcoal we seem to get. This size. It's a bit dark in there on account of it being black. Charcoal tends to be that colour, unless it's hot. Yeah?
There did he, yes.
Well, today Lillian bought a different bag of charcoal from the supermarket.
Yes.
And it says on it, premium charcoal.
It does.
Okay. Well, I opened the bag and the first piece of charcoal is, are you ready?
I am.
Compensated.
No way! Is the rest of the bag the same?
Not as big as that, but surprisingly large.
Oh my word! You were proud of this box that you've been saving. That is
Yeah, I mean there are small bits as well.
No, that's not as small as what's in here though.
No.
Okay.
My charcoal's considerably bigger than yours.
It won't even fit.
No.
No.
It's too big for the firebox.
That is mad.
Some beauties. Well, at the top.
Well, we'll see what gets to halfway down and
Yeah.
at the bottom, but that's
That's it.
awesome.
Yeah.
Go on, do jazz hands. This state of you. Typical boy.
Yes.
No!
Yes, my lovely.
No.
Yes. My
No!
There you go. You're in the club. Join the club.
Look what you've done to me. Oh God, somebody rescue me from this. You look far too happy with yourself,
I know.
Mister.
I know. I only grew up yesterday and I've had a relapse.
There you go, you can have some more back.
So what part of you could I come with this?
Are you gonna go commando crawling somewhere?
Yes, probably. That is a big piece, isn't it?
Yes, it is.